Hi, class of 2020 and transfers. My name's Elizabeth. I'm on the Wildcat Welcome Board of Directors, and this is my closet. I'm from Alabama, and I was really nervous about the weather in Chicago when I was waiting that summer before first coming to Northwestern. I was worried about not having warm enough clothes. I was worried about what the right kinds of clothes were supposed to be, and I was stressed about having to buy new clothes. But the truth is, you don't have to do any of those things, and usually if you layer correctly, you really don't have to buy that much stuff or anything, but maybe some new socks, because those are always good. So right now it's like 70 degrees, maybe higher than that in Evanston, so I'm wearing just my summer clothes, but I'm going to show you what I do to prepare for the brutal winter, which doesn't have to be that brutal if you dress correctly. So the first thing I do is, if the weather's starting to get chilly, is I just put on a sweater. So I'm gonna pull one out. I apparently don't turn my clothes inside out when I hang them up. That's fine. Alright. Alright. So, got one layer going. I almost always wear leggings, which are not really pants, but it's fine because they're always warm, and they're actually warmer than jeans in my opinion. You can always wear leggings under jeans, that's always a good way to go. But since I'm already dressed in leggings, I'm just not going to worry about it. So it starts getting colder. Next step, my next layer go-to is always a good Northwestern sweatshirt, which was one of the things I did actually buy because go Cats. And now I'm gonna put on socks because you actually lose so much heat through your feet and your head, so you always want to be covered with a hat and some good wool socks if you have, or just like a couple layers of normal socks, but always definitely more than one. You don't want to have cold feet because once your feet get cold, they're not getting warm until like the end of the day. So I'm a big fan of hiking socks. I grew up hiking with my family. So I actually didn't buy any of these new socks, or like any new socks for coming to Northwestern. I just brought all of my family's hiking gear, including some of my dad's socks, which he is pretty upset about me stealing, but I keep denying that they're his. So, hi Dad, these are your socks. I'm sorry. They also don't match, but that's okay. Alright. Hat is the next step, for sure. I'm a big fan of beanies. This one has a bison on it. Alright. It's really warm in here. I'm probably going to be a little sweaty. That's okay. Next step, maybe a scarf. I'm a trumpet player. I'm a trumpet performance major, so it's always really important for me to have something that I can pull over my face if it's really windy. So if you are an instrumentalist, definitely have gloves, definitely have something to cover your face. Also, if you are especially prone to windburn, I am, also have something to cover your face. Okay. Speaking of wind, I have a windbreaker that I've actually had since I was just in high school in Alabama. So you don't have to, you really do not have to buy a big expensive winter jacket. If you have something like a windbreaker or a down coat, that's totally fine. As long as you layer, anything can be warm enough. It's just about what you have underneath it. If you are thinking about buying something, definitely get something windproof. But again, just work with whatever you have. This one is windproof. I've had it for probably 7 years at least. And usually what I do is I go for this, like the double wrap, and then I pull my hood up, like on top of the hat, because I get pretty intense about it. it's a competition against the weather, and I always win, so it's fine. Yay!